Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back to work on the Jeep again today. We've got some fun stuff for it. I really kind of figured that today we'd be working on our cantilever front air ride suspension to go in here. But since I've talked to you guys last, we've had kind of a change of plan of some stuff going on here with the motor. And with those change of plans, I don't quite want to go ahead and work on this front suspension yet because there could be some changes here that might interfere with some of the stuff on the front suspension. I don't want to have to go back and rework stuff. So we're going to move forward with some of the other fun stuff that's going on here with the Jeep. So I've got this rock screen. It's a really cool looking design rock screen. I kind of showed you guys a little bit of that last go around. Let me see if he drops you guys. Are you still there? Sorry. Anyways, let me show you this a little bit better here. So it's a really cool looking screen. I've never seen anybody use that before in the way that I'm going to use it here on this Jeep. The plan is to go ahead and fit this in here super tight and weld it in all the way around on the cage and actually be part of the cage at that point. It'll make this roof solid, basically, at that point, if you will, and it's going to look killer, I think. I hope. Like I said, never seen anybody do it before, but I think it's going to look pretty sick. I've seen it used in other panels and stuff before and cover up windows and stuff. But anyways, we're going to do that today. Hopefully in this video, we're going to get that knocked out. And we're going to get started on all of our rivets too. So we're going to put some actual solid rivets in here. Let me grab you one of these. So legit solid rivet, metal. And I think we're going to get started where the tape's at anyways, kind of going around those lines. We'll kind of see what that looks like maybe, and then go forward from there on where else we might need some or whatever. Might be kind of cool to go ahead and put in some little panels, make it look like it's kind of got like patches going on or something. Maybe it took a bullet here or there or whatever, and we tried to patch it up so that it's kind of sealed back up again. Something like that might be kind of cool. So don't know on that yet until we kind of just start laying this out and see what it looks like. But yeah, that's what we're going to do today. So stick around. This should be pretty cool. Well, I think to start this, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of buzz down through here, and we'll just use this one wire, I guess, if you will, as kind of a straight edge and line that up along this side of the tube. This is pretty straight here along this, so we'll be able to kind of do that there, and then we can start working it in around here on the edge. Wow, guys, that turned out awesome. I love it, but that was a shit ton of work. I'm not gonna lie to you. There is a lot of cutting and fitting to make that happen. Let me show you this pile, and this isn't even a whole pile. This is just kind of what we cleaned up here as we got done finishing up everything. We already threw some of it away. All these parts and pieces are all pieces that represent at least one cut that we had to do to be able to fit all that stuff in there. And there was, I'm not gonna say that much again, but probably half that much that we threw in the trash already too. So, ton of work to make that stuff all work and fit. I don't know if I'll ever do it again or not, but it looks sick. I don't know if you guys can see it in person as good as I can here, but yeah, it's pretty awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on these rivets. I don't have really enough time to do as many of these rivets as I was hoping we could do because I got a little bit of time here before I need to post this video, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna show you guys what that's gonna look like, and I guess we'll have to pick up doing the rest of the rivets next time. What do you guys think? I think those look killer. That is going to be totally awesome when that's all done and the whole thing. All the where the yellow tape is, we're going to put more in. We get the little skirt thing down there on the bottom, and then we'll put some more along the bottom there too. Probably a couple rows of them going up here somewhere. A lot more holes to drill, a lot more rivets to get in, but yeah, that's freaking killer. I'm loving it. And the roof, man, this thing is coming together. Guess I should mention before we go too, in case you missed the last video, right there we're planning on putting a solid panel in there and probably airbrushing some stuff on it, so that'd be pretty cool. And we can't do the back panel yet until we get a mount back there for some other stuff we're going to need back there. So we'll get that all dialed in once we get it all done. But man, loving those rivets. Those are going to look cool on there. This is kind of a short video for you guys, but like I said, this takes a ton of time to be able to get this stuff all dialed in right and looking good. So bear with us on that, and I guess we'll see you guys on the next video next week.